Alright, this is the GME maybe we're gonna crash video. This looks really bad. We have done a breakdown under the trend line. We've come back. We had like a whipsaw this morning and got back above the trend line, so it started looking bullish again. And now it's crashed back and back under the whipsaw, and it's gonna paint a red candle, it looks like here. Let me look at this. I'll zoom out a little bit. I'll look at the market. Like the general markets are crashing today as well. And this might be a false breakdown. I don't know what's going on here, but the other meme stocks look like they're crashing a little bit. This is Brian Lewis with MMT Investing, and things just changed. Please hit like and subscribe, and then I have a GME playlist if you want to check it out in there. Alright, so let me zoom out a little bit, take a look at what's going on here. So you can see the zones. Is it really going to break down? It like set up like the freaking sky zone. But this is a scary spot, a very dangerous spot to try to enter a trade. We are, here, let's look at the last bubble, and then I'll go forward here. So we had this kind of sky zone breakout thing here, and we've had some necklines here. We got a ton of action on the way up here and on the way down. That's a good neckline. We got a dead cat bounce there as well. And this is the neckline zone for the topping pattern. And you can see you stab up, stab up, stab up, and then you start stabbing down, bounce, stab down, bounce higher, stab down, bounce higher. When you start doing that, that is the topping pattern. And that's what we're doing in the stock market too. We're stabbing, bouncing higher, stabbing. It looks like we're going to do a stab down right now in the stock market. But so we're like in a topping pattern in the whole stock market, and this was the previous topping pattern. You can see the necklines here. Then we consolidated down, bear trap, popped up straight through this neckline. So we already dead cat bounced and tested this neckline, so then it was we could break through it this time. This one just consolidated down from this neckline down to this one. We had one at 200, we had one at 88. Super cool mathematical looking Elliott wave situation here. And then we get a breakout and it's popping up, so that's kind of setting up this upward zone. And then yeah, cool. So anyway, here's our consolidation zone that we're in, and then I can show you this support trend line area over here. It looks like this might be just a false breakdown stab. Like this thing is crazy dramatic. This chart is insane. So come in here and check this thing out. Wow, and they're like freezing trading right now because the freaking stock market can't handle the amount of trades on this stock. So, yeah, this is a huge. That looks like it's gonna slingshot up. Man, yeah, okay. Anyway, we were kind of consolidating down into the support trend line, and so we poked through it once. Yeah, that thing is about to slingshot. We poked through it, and then we broke down all the way back to the consolidation zone, and now we've broken down past here. Wow, this is a really dangerous spot to try to like go long. It's broken down underneath everything, and like just hoping it's like a whipsaw would be pretty ballsy, but that's probably what it's gonna do. Yeah, but this sell-off this morning was crazy, and we crashed through support, and you can see the reactions along these trend lines, like uphill hits here, boom, back test it, break it, hit it from the bottom, break it, hit it from the bottom. down. We are going to paint a freaking green candle, aren't we? All right, so, wow, this thing is insane. Yeah, and then you can see here, we start just bouncing around in this zone, and then this is our sort of bottom support line for the bull market, but we're underneath it. So if we fall out of here, like 114, it's in big trouble. And we just kind of want to get probably later today, if we're kind of out of this whipsaw area and we're holding support, especially if we're breaking out of this zone to the top here. Like we should pop out of the top and pull back up here, wherever, over here maybe. And that would be a good long position above support, like after a breakout here. Super dangerous to go long in this zone when we're broken down underneath everything. So I guess this is like I guess I'll title this like a crash video, but it's not. It's just set up to freaking explode, and it's just like breaking down. Like this false breakdown made sense because it was down to the consolidation zone area. This one does not make so much sense, and it just kind of reversed in the weirdest area. Super freaking weird, and it's gonna take off. Let's see. Well, let's see if it back tests this thing, or if it gets back up in here. I don't know. Crazy. GME is absolutely nuts. And then let's see what the normal market is doing. Yeah, it did two false jumps across the neckline, and we're down, coiling below this neckline, so that looks like we're gonna break down. Let's see, do hourlies. Yeah, so this is the general market. So we did a couple stabs down a couple weeks ago, or a month ago, whatever it was, and then we got our big pop. See where these two sets of down stabs converge, you get a big pop, right? And that looks like what's being set up here on a larger time scale. And so, you know, this one came down and tapped support twice. It bounced big time all the way back to the neckline, came down, boom. So this one maybe do the same kind of thing for the general stock market, as like this area looks great. There's a freaking line there, and there's an intersection of a mess of lines here. So that's what I'm looking at here. It's coiling underneath the neckline, and it looks like it's going to come down here, pop. It could pop, man, it could pop all the way back to the neckline and then come back down here. That's the most dramatic thing. And then it's a huge shot up. And so like if this is the market crash, it would reject off this neckline. And if, I think the more likely scenario is that we go back up into this, maybe backtest this channel or get up in this channel again, and then kind of figure out where the rolling top is. I think this is too small of a top for the whole entire everything bubble since 1982, just rolling over like that fast in like a few weeks. I think we're going to need like a several month big rolling top. So I think we're going to be up here at some point. Anyway, that's that thing. Let's take a look back at, and then QQQ is the weakest chart. Like it's breaking down harder than the normal market. It looks like people are rolling out of tech and rolling. Let's see where we are. Rolling into GME. I don't know. What's that? 5? Yeah. What are we doing? We're gonna get up under here and back test this freaking thing. Yeah. Yeah, man, this is crazy. Like just unnecessary drama down here. This breakdown was pretty wild. This is way more wild. We need to get up here. We need to get past this thing. Like this area might be a good trade entry. I imagine it would hit this trend line again. If it shoots up, maybe it'll. Man, this thing's crazy. So crash like not yet averted. Like this is still sort of broke down and did like a false stab and came down again. So this is still in a bearish position. And it could reject down off of this thing. And then we got this thing there. And if we break under here, it's screwed. So that's kind of the thing. So I would say later today, if it's at whatever up here 126, like that's gonna be good. 114 is super horrible. And then targets for either direction are on the downside. There's an 88, except that we've already tested it, so you would just break straight through it and go to 56. That's the downside target, is just straight down to 56 from here. But are we really going to do that? Because look at this thing. It's set up. Why would it just fall out of bed? I mean, why would it jump? Why would it fly up in the air and do all this nonsense if it was just going to crash? I don't know. That's the look. And then we've already hit this this 200 neckline. So the top neckline here is at 340. So that's like the next move up that I could see happening. And it intersects this kind of skyline here, like today. So, I mean, this thing could print during trading hours today all the way to 340. But what's it gonna do? Oh, it's so drama. So drama. Anyway, let's look at the chart. Sort of trade targets. And yeah, this is the crash video, but that's not like definitely crashing. It's just like doing a lot of breakdowns. Could be false breakdowns, but really dangerous looking stuff here. Yeah, all right, that's the GME. So not investment advice, is smooth brain entertainment, and happy trading.